Good evening, everybody. Hello. I wish I could say this video is a pleasant one, but it's not. I'm a little irritated. I'm irritated for one good reason because of what's going on out here right now. The whole Black Lives Matter, Blackout Tuesday, everybody was on board with not taking no pictures, not doing anything else. Sorry about that. Somebody hit a car. Anyway, I'm a little bit irritated. So everybody was blowing up Instagram, representing Black Lives Matter, talking about Ahmaud and other victims that was killed. Um, so not only that, I spent the last week looking at racial profiling videos and other videos from all the Karens in the world, but now I'm starting to get really annoyed with hearing about this whole people not wanting to hear what black people has to say. That irritates the hell out of me. White people is trying so hard to shut us up. It's not all white people, it's some. A lot of television hosts and a lot of producers of shows is trying to shut people up. Now, I just seen a video on YouTube tonight about Amanda Seales quitting the Real. She was one of the best hosts in the world that could ever appear on that show. She spoke her truth. She was very dedicated to what she knew and loved. She gave it her all. She spit some knowledge to everybody. Everybody on that show was too afraid to say what she was saying. They was thinking it, but she was saying it. And I give her so many props because she was the only one that had the guts to say it out loud. She educated us on poverty and why only colored people was dealing with poverty more like aggressively than others. We are suffering in the worst way, and we're not getting no help for that. And then we talk about racial profiling amongst the communities. Where is it safe to go as far as live, hang out, shop, whatever. Then she was spitting some knowledge about the whole racial profiling, driving while being black, going to college while being black, getting an education, who makes more money, black people's or white people's doors. Like, she was spitting all types of topics. And I enjoyed that because it was very educational to me. And I didn't know anything like that was going down out here in the world. Mind you, we was blinded by all of this. We didn't know all this was going down. So all over the world, everybody was experiencing their version of racial profiling. And I think it's so messed up in so many ways. I don't condone any of that. I hate to hear racist comments. I hate to see people treat other people very differently and suspiciously because of their race. You don't know a person and you don't know how their character is until you get to know them. That's what really cringes me. Like, I was watching so many videos for these past couple of weeks looking at people experiencing racisms in different ways everywhere in the world. Recently, I saw a video in Jersey about this woman hated her son's girlfriend because she was black. Took her out to eat. Invited the mom with her. The mom was straight disrespected her, commenting on everything from her weight to the way she was eating to why you gotta bring this loud, jigaboo over there, the ghetto-ness. She said the ghetto-ness is real, the black is real, and it was like, what? And then and it's funny because it landed on the show, What Would You Do? Love that show. So I seen it again, this time with a different parent. It was a father. the father was straight racist and didn't like his son taking a black girl out. So it was like things like that. I was like really cringing. I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this, and all I want to do is go through the TV screen and pull that guy's neck. Then I'm hearing on the reel that every time Amanda Seales make a comment about a story she hears, they're quick to cut her off. They would signal her to shut up or tell her to go to commercial. I never seen a TV show go to commercials so many times throughout the show that it was starting to begin looking ridiculous. Like the real, they they never had so many shows. It wasn't like this. Six. I mean, they never had so many commercials. 6 different commercials. Okay, your average commercials you'll see on a television talk show will be about 4 or 5. That's what takes up the hour. This took up the whole hour. It was barely them talking. It was more like them going to commercial. Every time something comes up, going to commercial, going to commercial. It was ridiculous. So, bottom line, it was looking kind of suspicious. I didn't like that. I understand everybody want to cover the pandemic, so you get the governor or the mayor popping up on TV every single day. Consistently for 3 weeks straight, they was popping up between 11:30 and 12:30. Consistently. Now, y'all know I love my shows. Like, I love The Real. But I hate when it gets cut off because of this whole pandemic update thing. So I end up stop watching The Real altogether. And then I was looking on Instagram. Yo, Instagram is crazy out here. I thought Instagram was gonna break last night, and then today, nobody ain't say nothing. So I was like, okay, I don't know if it was me or I wasn't looking in the right places, but something caught my attention, and now I'm hearing it on YouTube. So there's a YouTuber that did a reaction video, and I was happened to look at it like 3 minutes ago, 3 to 5 minutes ago, and I'm sitting here like, what the hell? Amanda Seales is on The Real no more. This is where my frustrations come from. Let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way, because right now I'm feeling a little, like, how you say it? I'm feeling a little hurt by that. I want to get very, you know, I try not to be too blunt with it. We have community guidelines on Instagram and on YouTube, so I'm going to keep this PG. How dare peoples out here, producers, hosts, some hosts, people who work behind the scenes of TV shows, how dare them, how dare they trying to shut black people up when they try to make a point? It's like, soon as you hit a comment, okay, somebody make a comment about something, or you happen to hear a story and you want to report it back to the people in the audience, and you talking to the world, you basically talking to the world, and you giving them your point of view, your perspective on it, and all of a sudden you find that the producers of your show is not feeling it, so they telling you to lay back on that, ease up with the comments, don't make any funny comments, whatever, suggestions, or stop talking about this, or stop talking about that, stop talking about being black and struggling while being black, fighting for your freedom, fighting for your rights, fighting for your speech. Last time I checked, We all had a freedom of speech. This is America. This is not white man's land. This is America. We're in one big melted pot of the world. We are free to do what the hell we want to do. Brown, white, Chinese, whatever. We are free to do what the fuck we want to do. I'm sorry, but thinking about it over and over pisses me off, and I have to say something about it because I'm hearing it not one, two, but I'm hearing it from several peoples all within a day. Just within 1 hour, 7 peoples made a comment about being told to shut up for speaking their minds about what's going on with the world, what's going on with, the police brutality, and how families need to come together and fight for their rights rather than fighting physically and looting and doing all this stupid shit. I'm hearing that a lot of people is taking different routes to be heard. And when I'm seeing it for myself on social media and on the news, I don't like it. That's not the way to fight for your rights. That's not the way to fight for justice. We're sitting here fighting a crazy pandemic, and yet people out here is doing what they want to do. They're not respecting the rules, the social distancing and everything. Mainly it's white people's. Let's be serious. If I'm being honest, social distancing is easy to do, but instead of looking at us black peoples and telling us what to do and telling us how far to be from each other, you should be telling the white peoples, because they're the only ones in this motherfucking world who's not practicing social distancing. Am I not right? Don't make me preach on here, because I'm about to go off in like 10 seconds on all social media and make this speech about everything. Don't sit here and tell one race what to do when you don't tell the other race to do the same thing. Don't sit here and give us rules and unrealistic rules when you don't give the same thing to other races. Shutting us up is not what's going to solve anything in this world. Let's be honest. Shutting us up about the police brutality, the social distancing, us living our lives normally. We patiently, and I do see majority of these people out here patiently waiting to hear where they could go back to their normal lives. They don't realize you're not only talking to adults out here, but you're talking to kids out here, teenagers. You telling them they can't go back to the way they was. You can't tell. You're not. You like. They can't live their lives. You're not telling them that it's okay to continue their education, to continue to live your life, and keep doing what you're doing to become the person that you want to be. What are you telling everybody is sit your ass down in the house. Shut up. Don't make no complaints. Don't sit here having freedom of speech. Don't do what you want. Don't break the rules. And it's like, well, damn, what can we do? Can we breathe? Do we need permission to breathe? Do we need permission to be normal, to be human? Can we just get a whiff of that air outside for like 5 seconds? Or is it too much to ask? Are we going to go to jail for it? Like, what is up with that? The government is not really responding to anything. They're not doing nothing. In my eyes, I don't see much happening. Y'all could disagree with me all y'all want, but what I'm seeing, whether it's outside for myself or on the news or on social media, I'm seeing that we're being shut up. I'm seeing that we're being tied down. We're being locked down. And for what? What is this proving? What is this proving to y'all? Like, what lesson are you trying to teach us? Because nobody's learning no lessons at all. Everybody's growing impatient. They're really getting aggravated. And what's even worse is that now you're telling them they're not allowed to have free speech. Okay, now you went from unreasonable to unrealistic into crazy mode. people are going to start going into crazy mode because now it feels like they can't take it no more. And now it's starting to look really bad on the government's part and on white people's part because you're telling us to do this, do that, and it's not realistic. This is nowhere near normal. We're not going to lock ourselves down and shut our mouths up because y'all can't stand to hear the truth. Y'all cannot stand to see us living. I tell you this, we're not shutting up. Not for a second. We're not going to stay locked down. We're not going to sit here and be your dogs or your doormat or your slaves. It's 2020, bitch. 21st century. Two, this is not the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay? We are not living in the slave days anymore. Yes, racism is still alive. But we're not going to bring that era back where it's yes sir, no sir, or white only, or let me go over to the black section and do this and get that. What's next? Go to the back of the bus? We're not allowed to drink from the same fountain. We're not allowed to eat in the same section in a restaurant. You tell us what it is. And I bet you, like, at least 60% of the nation is going to react to you in the worst way. What you want us to do about it? Because I tell you, from this point on, we're not shutting up. I know I'm not. I don't shut up for nobody. So, yeah, take care with that. We gonna keep shining and fighting.